Well, I'm Mike Angloff. I'm with the biology department at Appalachian State University in Boone, North Carolina, and I'm a freshwater mussel ecologist. We are conducting quantitative and qualitative surveys for freshwater mussels here in the Buttahatchie River, one of the last really amazing mussel rivers in North America, and home to some of the rarest mussel species in the world, including the southern comb shell, which only occurs here in the Buttahatchie River. My students and I are laying out transects and excavating quadrats in the stream to quantify mussel densities, and also look at age class structure to see if the animals are reproducing, and also to help us find some of the smaller bodied species that are less easily detected by quantitative searches. This section of the river anyway is in the riparian land use is in conservation easements or is relatively protected. Most of the river has extensive floodplain forests that are still intact, and that's pretty unusual. It's also, for the most part, unimpounded. There are some small dams in the headwaters, but that certainly is a major factor contributing to the great mussel fauna that we find here. And it also has a lot to do with luck, really, and this part of the world was just not very heavily developed in the past, and so that's a good thing for a lot of aquatic species, and so it's a relatively remote and rural part of the South, and that's just what mussels like. Well, we seem to be actually seeing some recovery of a lot of the species here. I haven't analyzed the data obviously yet, but we've seen, for example, a lot more southern comb shells during this survey than surveys that were conducted in the late 80s and early 90s found. So that seems to be mean, in my opinion, that things are on the right track here, and what we're seeing is hopefully these animals coming back, and they're using mussels from this river as brood stock to try to establish populations in other rivers in the Mobile Basin, and hopefully that'll mean that the Buttahatchie is contributing to the long-term recovery and hopefully ultimately the survival of a lot of these freshwater mussel species.